fellow Gaians, I am the Neural and this is Building Gaia. Today, I am not releasing an episode today, but I do want to let you know that I am keeping myself busy, very busy, and I'm going to get started on that nether business we have to take care of. So I have to raise an entire part of the fortress. I moved the beacons, never thought I had it in me. But I did move the beacons. Well, I moved one of them once and one of them twice. That beacon was actually too far. I miscounted blocks. Yeah, what do you know? And it was too far to that side, so I actually, when I was setting up that beacon, it was the second one I moved, and the beam didn't shine through the proper hole. I counted 7 holes to this side, and it was already going in that part over there, and that one was over there, and I was like, oh my god, is the core off by 7 blocks? I I kinda peed myself there. Yeah, uh, yeah. Also, to let you know, we may have less episodes coming out in these next few days. Just because, well, I mentioned I was in a foul mood yesterday. Well, counting today, it was yesterday. But oh, actually, I think I have. I was enchanting stuff too. Yeah, and this should be like there. Uh, I was in a foul mood, and I I'm still pretty annoyed because that was because I had an accident with my girlfriend's car. She was in it. Now I have a feeling I know what you're thinking, and this wasn't one of those irresponsible things. I had She wants me to drive her car. I don't drive anybody's car. I drive hers because she asks me to, because she is one of those people that is very scared of driving. But I explained to her when she first asked me, I have no money, sweetheart. I hope you realize, if I have an accident with your car, I cannot, under any circumstances, pay for any fixing. Um, and I explained to her, if I have an accident with my car, I do have a car, it was a gift. Um, if I have an accident with that car, I won't be fixing it either. I lose the car if I crash with it. So yeah, that was she was really sad. We didn't destroy the car. It doesn't even need fixing per se. It was a bit of how do you call it? The body work, a bit of the body work behind on top of the back left wheel. Uh, it was my fault, the accident, entirely my fault. Uh, where Gasts, where? Entirely my fault. Although in my defense, I was pretty. It was. I was pretty confused while driving that because she had the blinkers, the turn signals were malfunctioning and they weren't working, and that was that's actually really dangerous. And we were we were going somewhere I didn't really know, and we had a couple friend of ours in the car, and some people were telling me to go to this place. Another ones were telling me to go to that place. She was telling me to park, and she told me to park on top of a parking spot, and those rear view mirrors are awful. I had already told her that I can't seem to be able to see anything with those things. And I looked, and it seemed like a taxi was just behind us, and so I swerved into the parking spot, but it wasn't behind us. It was on the lane to the left of us. So I was on the right lane, and I swerved in front of that taxi, who, whose driver must have gotten the scare of his lifetime. Of course, I immediately apologized, and everything worked out as well as can be. He was pretty understanding, and there, that's been my week so far. It's really it's really been bugging me. I haven't been able to help out or uh, to do anything with my girlfriend unless she pays for it. And that's really starting to get to me. I hope it doesn't mean that our relationship is at stake, but well, I'm not one of those people that think money isn't important. It is. Actually, it's the most important thing in the world in a capitalist system. Without money, I don't get healthcare, I don't get food, I don't I can't do anything. I can't study, I can't pay electric bills, can't do anything. Oh, and another thing, I am going to a protest today against our minister, our economy minister of the economy, uh, who is an absolute crick, who just adores, like the majority of, well, like all members of my current government, and previous ones too, just adore playing um, playing casino games with Goldman Sachs with the taxpayers' money. So I have never been arrested, but I've had trouble with the police before because of this. So if I end up not uploading for a long while, I probably got in trouble. But this is important, so I'm doing it anyway. There shouldn't be any problems, quite honestly. But I do want to let you know, when we when I go to this sort of things, there is the possibility that uploads might come up short in the near future. So, all right, this was actually not that much, but look, yeah. Uh, okay, I am going to keep doing this, and once I have quite a few materials, I might just hollow out. Ah, damn, this noise is so annoying. Go away, quiet, shut up. Would have thought there would be so much stuff burning in hell. Ooh, what's this? Where do you go? Huh? It's just a... Oh, this is actually a pretty deep cave. Oh, it goes straight down to lava. I might just pour a lava bucket up there and just cancel most of these spawning spaces afterwards. But yeah, I am going to get on with gathering supplies to slab the hell out of this place. What? To slap the hell out of this place, I might just hollow out one or two of those pillars. That is solid nether brick. And yeah, I'll be right back with you. Well, I believe this is going very well. Except, notice anything different? Anything at all? No? Yeah, very good. I made that one block longer. Yeah, the items weren't getting enough momentum to get up to the elevator itself, that central glass block there. Oops. Um, which is strange. It worked perfectly with 4 blocks of space in the test world. So I don't exactly know what's going on. And something is still messing with my frame rates, and I am just testing if this hopper here is the one that, whoa, is the one that feeds the fuel that feeds this. So I was testing to see if the items, wow, what the hell is happening here? Alright, going well. This is our surplus here. So, I have slabbed quite a bit of the nether, and it doesn't look like I did any work at all. At all. It's really... wow, that's really hard work, because remember when I said that the terrain was reasonably accessible and so on? Yeah, it's not. It's not. There isn't a lot of terrain to cover, but the one we do have, wow, is pretty tough. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how much progress I did there, and then I want to get started on figuring out the sheep farm, because I think that's the last farmish thing we need to do before we can start thinking about putting a serious lid on the core. And I already have my drawings done, and it's gonna be so awesome! Awesome! But yeah, I'm still not sure if I'm gonna wait for 1.8 or not. I might wait. I'm probably gonna wait. It shouldn't take too long. I don't think there are that many new updates. Coming, new features coming, that they'll delay the update for a long time. But yeah, so I finished slabbing this place. There was a little cave there, and then I only tried to slab like the hardest, the least accessible spaces. So that makes a little island underneath here, all around. Let me see if I can show you a little better. Whoa, bit, yeah. Yeah, so it goes all the way around there. I dug up a little netherrack. There's that floating block there, son of a... So I have to get rid of that, slab that, maybe. Yeah, that's gonna have to be slabbed. And this section here, then all of this. Let me see. All of this too, underneath there. The lava lake really isn't as, well, as massive as I had initially thought. Hi. You know, these magma slimes or whatever, these magma cubes should despawn. Mojang should change that, because these things just go completely overwhelm the nether. So yeah, we have a ton of slabbing to do, that's for damn sure. But I'm gonna do this in stages. So I think I'm gonna take like an hour a day, if that much. Just slabbing this, collecting some skulls, because I really wanted another beacon, just so we could set up our haste beacon and get on with stuff, because I want to do stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna see you back at the core, because I have to do some research about that whole color scheme thing, and I'll be right back with you. Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up, or a bit of information. The protest I mentioned went very well. I don't know why, but I recorded that as if you were going to see it before the protest happened. Kind of a mind derp there. But yeah, it went all right. The the little bugger went into the conference room through the back door. So we did our protest in the front door, and nobody filmed him with a red carpet rolled out. Uh, Now, I wanted to mention a couple of things. I mentioned that I had gotten in trouble with the police before. Now, mind you, it was not for anything violent or anything of the sort. I'm not any sort of hooligan or something. I got in trouble. I was identified by the police one time because I sang me and some fellows sang a song from our 1974 revolution, our military coup, who ended the fascist regime. Uh, and that song is by a very well-known poet and songwriter. That and it's very beautiful. It was played on the radio. It was the signal for the armed forces to move in. When that song played on the radio, so when the armed forces conquered the national radio station, um, they they made the worker there, who I believe was an accomplice too, so they didn't have to force him. Uh, by the way, there were no there were like 5 or 6 casualties in the entire military coup, and those were by the political police at the time. Uh, so those guys were real pricks. Damn. Uh, but yeah, so we sang that song to our minister of health because he is destroying our health, our national healthcare system. And and yeah, that's why I was identified. I just didn't want you guys to think uh, uh, that I support random acts of violence or anything. I won't burn any cars, nor break any windows. I am not that sort of guy. Uh, Whoops, that's not exactly what I wanted to do. Uh, I am by no means that sort of guy, and I also wanted to say that what in regards to the car accident, I was also driving so that my girlfriend might have a drink. So I do not under any circumstances drink and drive. Doesn't matter if it's a beer, doesn't matter if it's a keg. I love getting drunk with my friends, but I have made it a point of honor, do not drink and drive, because I am not the only person on the road. And even though I might feel just fine, the truth is, no matter how fine you feel after a few drinks, your reflexes are diminished. And so, in an emergency situation where fast reflexes are required, just you will not drive as if you would if you hadn't drunk. So there, little the our little moment for citizenship here. And yeah, I'm gonna keep on. I know I misplaced that. I'm gonna keep on doing this path up to the place. I think I went too far ahead, or maybe not. If I go up here, it doesn't have to go up. I want it to go up. I think it'll turn out just fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep this up, and I think you'll find it interesting, the design that I'm thinking about. I've never seen anything quite like it before, at least for a sheep farm. Uh, and yeah, I'll be right back with you. Well, everybody, I'm afraid that's all the time we have, and we won't be able to complete the sheep farm, but I can give you an idea of what to expect. As you can see, I want to have this by little cells here. um, just four colors on each pad, and it will be accessible by. I haven't really thought about it yet. It doesn't really matter if it's from the bottom or from the top. It depends on the design I choose for the supports. If I want a central, oh no, actually the design I want doesn't include a central beam down here, but we might do something like this: a pillar, just a simple pillar from down there up here, and then a little path that goes above over this first sail and down into here. We make a little platform here. We have one or two chests for each, and we can have like 5 sheep per color. Then we can color code the pads, maybe on the underside. I'm still not sure how to do that. If you have any ideas, do feel free to comment. Whoops. Uh, and Yeah, I think it'll turn out great because I want to have a chain ending before the topmost pad there, and then 4 arms stretching out in the 4 cardinal directions, and then maybe cobblestone walls, either cobblestone walls or nether brick fence. I haven't really made up my mind. Maybe nether brick fence would give it a more ropey feel. But yeah, a bit of nether brick fence from those arms, just reaching down and grabbing these cells. Um, if it doesn't look too flimsy, it might look just like very much like a chandelier, or maybe even one of those puppet, those little puppets like the Muppets. What do you call them? But you know what I mean. That you have that little wooden cross in your arm with strings, and then they bounce up and down, and yay! Yeah, that's pretty much what I have in mind. But it will not be today, and I fixed a torch back there. It was off by 1 block. It made me almost puke. Yeah, but anyway, until next time, everybody, I have been the Neural, and I hope you have an awesome day.